Good morning, traders. This is a live trade recap. I took one trade this morning with Cfms. Have it on video. We're going to go over it right now. If you like this sort of thing, hit the like button. If you'd like to see these videos every day, hit subscribe. I upload these daily, whether I win or lose, no matter what. So Cfms was on the top gainers list, organized by volume. Here it is, number one. Being traded right now with over 1.04 million shares. It's a little bit larger float size, but I don't care if it's number one by volume. It goes on my list as long as it's in my price range, and it is. So let's get to the video. So this is exactly when I put it on my list. You can see just a few seconds before that it wasn't there. So it's on my list, and you can see that it's trading higher than the previous day, and it's trading higher than the aftermarket, and that's my criteria to look for an entry. So I broke out through the previous session high, and now my entry will be the first 1 minute candle that makes a new high after a pullback. So right now it's looking like it's going to make a pullback, but you never know. This before this candle closes, it could just shoot up higher. Then I would have to wait for a pullback. But here is an actual pullback. So the first possible entry is if this candle breaks that 157 level, but it doesn't. So now the price is kind of sitting here at 150. So the next entry is for the break of the high of this candle, which I believe is 153. Yeah, 152 actually. Oh, now it's 154. So I think I actually, so the ideal entry here would have actually been 155. Oh no, okay, look what happened. So yeah, I thought I messed that up, but for whatever reason, after I hit refresh, the high there is 153. So the ideal entry is 154. Unlike a lot of my previous days, I was keeping an eye on the clock, because this has gotten me lately where if I'm not paying attention, the 1 minute candle is about to finish forming, and I'm not ready for that new candle when it opens up and just makes a new high. So I was aware that we were right around the new 1 minute mark. So I was watching that. So we see now that the high is 153. I'm looking for the price to hit 154 to trigger an entry. Now, I don't think it hit 154. I kind of jumped the gun on that a little bit. So that was a mistake on my part. But you can see immediately after I triggered, it hit 154. But it was just an execution failure on my part. It wasn't an attempt to get in to anticipate. I meant to wait for that 154, but it's kind of like a knee-jerk reaction, thinking that as soon as this candle started forming, that it would shoot right up and I might miss it. So sometimes that happens. So now I'm in at 153. And I always put my line out for my stop loss, just for a quick visual, just in case the price quickly goes against me. Then I know, exactly where I need to get out. So here I am using my 2-hour calculator. So I see my profit target is 167. Of course, you can do that math in your head, but sometimes when that adrenaline is going, I screw it up, so it's just. You can see it got near my profit target really quickly there. So it's interesting to note, if I would have waited for that 154, if I would have gotten filled at 154, my profit target would be 169, and I'd have two more cents per share. So it would have been an extra 70 cents, 35 shares. So let's see what happens. So the price is chopping around. Again, before I became very adamant about this 2R all or nothing trading, when I saw that choppiness, I probably would have scaled out. But notice, just waiting for my target to get hit, it gets hit. So it was basically a perfect 2-hour trade, short of that kind of jump the gun entry. So I've already got it entered into that was February's, into the spreadsheet. And one thing I want to say, I don't think I mentioned it yesterday in the video, I was toying with the idea of trading with 15% of my account per trade. And that's why yesterday you see these losses are pretty big, $8, although they were slightly higher risk trades. And then the gain, the one that won was also a pretty big winner at near $10. So this one today was about just under a 5% risk, and it was about a $5 win and almost a 10% return, so that was good. But the reason why the P&L is so much lower than, say, the previous day's loss, I mean, it's twofold. It's because of the difference in risk between each trade, but also because yesterday I was trading with 15% of my account, which was about $82. You can see here the cost was like just under $80, and today I went back to 10% because I figured if I get like 3 losses in a row, which does happen sometimes, that's going to wipe out a big chunk of my account. So I'm just going to keep trading with 10% of my account, and as my account grows, that actual dollar amount of that 10% will increase, increasing my potential P&L. So that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll leave you with this. As always, honor your profit targets, always take your stop losses, and in the long run you should be green. Take care.